Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be doing Rengoku from Demon Slayer. I had to think there for a minute. It's a particular moment in the movie. I won't spoil it for anyone. I'll just call it, because I think that's what he says. Head held high. I think we'll just call it Rengoku head held high. So, let's go. Yeah, I won't say anything else about it because I'll spoil it for some people. So, landscape paper. Use a pencil and an eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. So, portrait of him pretty close up. Like we can't see all of his hair and stuff. But, yeah, let's go. So, we'll start with the closed eye. Center point of my page is about here. Just come up a little bit. Over to the right hand side. We'll start with that closed eye of his. So we'll just go. We'll just do a curved line across. Right, like that. And then we'll thicken it up. Just make it look like eyelashes. So, and he can have sort of eyelid lines just on top, sort of like that. And maybe like some on the bottom, like some scratch lines and stuff coming down here, you know, because it's a damaged eye. And then we got some hatching lines going up diagonally this way for what seems to be his eyelid. Right, and these kind of go up towards his eyebrow, so his eyebrow then is up here. Like so, and it's got two spikes on the end of it. Like that, right? So we go over and do the other eye. So come over a little bit. It's not like the width of his eye, nearly. See, in Demon Slayer the eyes are bigger usually. So like the width of this closed eye will come into his eye a little bit. So it's probably like 3/4 of his eye will fit in between. Right, so about, if you like cut this, it's this much of his eye will kind of fit in between the two eyes. And that's where the next eye will start. Right? And we can see his tear duct there. So we'll just curve a line across like so, and then we'll bring this down around into there, right? And we can see his tear duct in here. So then we'll add like his eyelash lines, right? So you just thicken up this top eyelid, you bring it to a spike back here and down into here. Right, roughly like that. So then in there we have his iris, which kind of goes around like so. Top and bottom are kind of cut off. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle in Demon Slayer. They're kind of roughly drawn in. And we got this bullseye sort of thing going on, right, with like 3 circles. Right, like so. And it's like yellow and red and white. So the outside's yellow, inside red, then white. So he's got some lines again coming around his eye. And then his top eyelid comes across here. Then we have some hatching just for his nose line, sort of the inside of his nose there. And then we'll do his eyebrow. So we just bring it across to here. And then we spike it back in. Up. to there. So for his nose, then we just have, what do we have? I guess we have nostrils, but that's not really a nostril. Well, okay, so we have like a nostril there, okay? The other side of the nose is a little bit different. You could do just 2 nostril lines just the same if you wanted, you know, if you were looking for the easy way. But then the harder way is kind of this sort of curved line, right? Like that. And it appears to be a shadow, so we'll draw that in. Kind of like that, right? And then there's hatching lines on top. Like so, okay? So then his mouth, right? So it's not the easiest mouth in the world, but we'll give it a go, right? So it curves down, curves up again, and then down to like a point down here, right? So we got this sort of point in the middle, and then it goes back the other way, curves down and back up, and it has sort of a thick end, like a little dot on the end, just to show like the corners of his mouth, like that. So it's, you know, it's not an easy mouth to draw. Right, so then his bottom lip, so we just have a line like so, and then it kind of curves around here, a little sort of triangle for shadow down there. So then we have chin, line there, and you can check your proportions of things now. So I'd say, like, let's say top of his eye to nostrils is about the same as nostrils to chin. Right, so here to here. So top of this eye. So like here to here, about the same as here to here. And then nose to bottom lip line is about the same as bottom lip line to chin. Okay, so that's your proportions. And then we'll go up the side of his face, right? And he doesn't really have a strong jaw. Like, it starts to curve about mouth level. So it doesn't, it's not like a pointy jaw or anything. It just gradually starts to curve just here, kind of underneath. It starts to curve kind of underneath the edges of his eyes, you know, and across from his mouth. So then we'll keep going with that. We'll bring it up further. So we'll go up the side of his face. All right, and then so his hairline will start to come in. So we got like a V in the middle, like here, okay? So if you're wondering how high up his forehead is, I'd say eyebrows to the forehead is about the same as eyebrows to nose, right? So here to here is about the same as here to here. Just so you don't make the forehead too big, right? So then this has like zigzag lines that come down and join the side of his head down that way. You got this sort of love heart sort of shaped face. Right. I think he's got like a line here coming down for like his temples or something. Like so. Right, so then he's got like, his face is fairly blood stained, right? So I'll draw them all in. They're not drawn in with black line, but I will draw them in just so we can know where to color. Right, blood coming out from his mouth. Just these blobs. Another one sort of here, coming down from his eye. Up around. Like so. Okay, so then the rest of his hair, so he's got those spikes that come down the side of his head, right? So we'll bring them out like so. And here. Like that, and then these have another layer that come down here. So, right, and we do pretty much the same thing on the other side. Doesn't have to be the exact same, of course, because hair moves and goes in all sorts of different directions and stuff. Like so. Right, kind of like some texture lines here. Right, so his ears come out from here. So we just have what we can see of them behind the hair, just there, curved lines coming out like so. And we can see some like bones and ligaments inside the ears. Like that. Okay, so next, what do we got next? So we'll go up and we'll do the hair up here. So let's say there's like a little line coming up the middle here, and then we have hair spikes going off this way, right? And then off here. Right, and they kind of come back in. Off there. Like so. And then get another one going this way, going up off my page. So we're like a close up on his face, so there's some of his hair we can't actually see. But we'll try and fit in best we can. 1, 2, and then one goes that way and comes back in. Another one out here, back in, back into there, and there, and we'll do the same over here. Right, like that. Right, and then we can see like the starts of like other hair spikes just in behind here. Not much, but like some hair going back this way. You can't see it really, but back there. Okay, so then this comes down along, goes behind his shoulders, right? So there's some like hair spikes that kind of stick out here. 1, 2. Then there's one on this side. Right, and then hair comes down in behind these. So down this way. You jump over this, comes out, back in, down, back in, down, back up. And I'm going to stop here because the rest go down behind his shoulder, right? And I'll just do the other side. So we got to draw the shoulders in before we can do the finishing touches. Oop, that's a mistake. That should be a little bit longer. And like this one. Like so, I'll just erase this line. Okay, so his shoulders come out, down this way and kind of flow off this way. He's got like a cloak on. Like so, and then the hair you can finish off. Down like that. Okay, so then the rest of that, so the inside of that white cloak of his comes down like so. And you can have some like faux lines and things. And then he's got a pocket just here. Like so. And a collar. So coming around his neck, there's a collar, right? So it comes down around here. Down to there, and then the other side will go around the other side of his neck. Up to there. And then this comes down like so. And this comes out and down to there. And then we have a line in the middle of that. It's up. Like so, and I think he's got like a shadow underneath his chin. And then this comes down this way, and it's like tied across here. It goes back up there, and then we have a button. Like so, and then we got like fabric lines that way. And like on his hair, there's like some extra texture lines and things that you can add. Like so. Sometimes in Demon Slayer, some of the lines can be thicker along the edge, but you don't really have to do that. You can do it if you want. Some more sort of texture lines on his hair. And you can thicken up some of the edge lines, maybe. I'll do his cloak anyway. Maybe some of his hair. Right, but I think I'll leave it there. That is how to draw Rengoku. Head held high. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.